Well, folks, it seems the 2024 election is heating up like a microwave burrito in a MAGA hat. And by heating up, I mean Donald Trump is at it again, dusting off his trusty playbook of personal attacks and aiming them squarely at Kamala Harris. This time, it feels like he's cranked the dial to 11. Trump's recent offensive against Harris has been impossible to miss. He's gone full throttle, lobbing insults, spreading misinformation, and generally trying to paint her as a radical, dangerous choice for America. It's a familiar tune from the Trump songbook, but that doesn't make it any less concerning. The intensity of these attacks, however, feels different this time around. It's like he's trying to recreate the 2016 playbook, but with even more fervor. The question is, will it work? Or are voters tired of the same old song and dance? Only time will tell. Now, if you've been following American politics for more than 5 minutes, you know that Trump's love affair with insults is about as surprising as finding a cheeseburger wrapper in a landfill. It's his bread and butter, his go-to move when he feels threatened. Remember Crooked Hillary? Or Little Marco? Yeah, those weren't exactly terms of endearment. He thrives on nicknames, on reducing his opponents to caricatures rather than engaging with their actual policies. And let's not forget the innuendo, the whispers and dog whistles designed to sow doubt and fear. He traffics in this world like a used car salesman at a flea market. It's all part of the game plan, folks. Distract, distort, and hope no one notices the lack of substance underneath it all. So, what's on the menu of accusations against Harris this time around? Well, he's gone after everything from her heritage to her stance on issues like immigration and health care. 1 minute he's questioning her eligibility to be vice president, a tired, racist trope if I ever heard one. The next he's accusing her of being a communist hell-bent on destroying America. He's even gone as far as blaming her for the deaths of US troops during the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan, a move so blatantly dishonest it would make Pinocchio blush. It's a greatest hits collection of Trumpian attacks, all designed to paint Harris as an extremist, out of touch with the values of everyday Americans. Section 4. A risky strategy. Alienation versus mobilization. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Is this scorched earth approach actually working, or is it backfiring spectacularly? It's a delicate dance, folks. On the one hand, this kind of aggressive rhetoric can fire up his base, those die-hard MAGA fans who eat this stuff up like it's manna from heaven. But on the other hand, it risks alienating moderate voters, those folks who are turned off by the constant negativity and personal attacks. These are the voters who often decide elections, and right now they're probably looking at Trump's antics with a mix of exhaustion and disgust. And let's not forget the potential legal ramifications. Some of Trump's claims about Harris are so blatantly false they could land him in hot water with election officials, or even open him up to defamation lawsuits. It's a risky strategy, to say the least. Section 5. Harris holds steady. A focus on policy and rebuke of Trump's tactics. So, how is the Harris campaign responding to this onslaught of attacks? Well, for the most part, they're trying to stay above the fray. They're focusing on policy, on drawing a clear contrast between Trump's chaotic, divisive presidency and their vision for a more united, prosperous America. They're also calling out Trump's lies and distortions, but they're doing it in a measured, fact-based way that stands in stark contrast to his bombastic style. It's a classic case of when they go low, we go high, and it seems to be resonating with at least some voters. It remains to be seen whether this approach will be enough to counter Trump's relentless attacks. But one thing's for sure. This election is shaping up to be a battle for the soul of America, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride.